Check out this new pre we've got. Rampage.
Oh, okay.
Silverback Nutrition.
Oh.
Let's have a smell. Hello there guys, and of course welcome back into yet another one of us, the Review Bros. Name's Aaron.
Craig.
And today we bring you, of course, surprise, surprise, another pre-workout review to find out if it suits your needs. And it was sent kindly down by the guys at Silverback Nutrition. A big thank you to them for sending it on down. What's it actually called though?
It's called Rampage, and we have had another pre-workout in the past called Rampage, haven't we?
We have a more recent one though, that being said. This one we've had for quite some time. Apologies to Silverback for taking so long to get to it, but we've made it in the end and it's definitely still on sale. So we're going to go through those usuals today.
Taste, price, label and effects coming at you, and from that you'll be able to hopefully work out if you want to pick it up or not. And if you're new here, tell them what they got to do.
Please do guys, for our sakes, like the video, drop your thoughts down below, and for free, honest reviews per week, do subscribe to the channel. It helps us in order to help you, and we love you for it. Let's get this one going. First segment, taste and mixability. We still go for it despite some people saying it's not that important. But if you're taking something like this, you don't necessarily want to dread it, right? Comes in 3 different flavours that we can see. What are the 2 you're going to mention?
So we've got Cherry Smash and Blue Raz Smash.
And we've got Fruit Smash.
They love the smashing.
Yeah, so obviously we can only really hope for good things. There is a bit of clumping in the tub, which I'll try and show you guys. Bit difficult probably. Ooh. But yeah, it's been like that for a while. Like I say, we've had it a while. It's not the first pre-workout that's done this. In fact, a lot of them do when you concern pump ingredients. And there's one in here that definitely will do that, and that's the glycosize. But you know that old famous saying, what is it?
If it don't clump, then it don't pump. And to be fair, we've put it in, given it a shake, and you know what? It looks alright. It looks doable.
Yeah, it really does actually.
It's mostly broken up, hasn't it? There's a few little bits, but
it's mostly done.
yeah.
We'll give him the benefit.
We'll let you know as we go.
Right, Fruit Smash going down. Is it going to be a smashing one?
Will it smash our taste buds? Yeah, that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. It's quite potent, it's sweet. Tiniest bit of sourness there, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. Little bit of chalkiness on the back end for obvious reasons. But yeah, I really like it. I'm not getting any nasty undertones at all from it, are you?
No. I'm really trying to put my finger on what it tastes like though.
Tastes pineapple-y to me.
Yeah, that's a good shout actually. It's got that sourness of a pineapple level.
Yeah.
Is it like a fruit salad sweet with pineapple?
Yeah, that's a good way. Yeah, I'd agree with that. A little pineapple addition.
I'll give it one more sip. I do like it. There is also like a cardboardy background.
No, really?
Minor.
That might be what I described as the chalkiness element.
Very minor. I've got a score in mind, do you?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1,
9 out of
8.5.
10. Oh, it's in that realm.
It's a good one. It's a good one. Let's get into the price of it.
Okay guys, where are you going to go to get your Rampage on? Well, you head over to their official website, silverbacknutrition.com, where you'll find this 30 serving tub on there for 37 quid. So not sounding too bad right off the bat, right?
No, it is on offer, and it does, you have to, if you want to go and buy it, we did find this quite funny. It actually says be an effing alpha, fully written out, so you've got a hardcore website going. Now what we'll say is you get that nice 30 servings, which is becoming all too rare these days. Quite often you get your 20 servings, If you're lucky, you get 25, and if you're extremely lucky, you get 30. When you do the math on that, it comes in at just £1.23 per serving. Now on our consistent pricing scale, where a 5 out of 10 is average, this one slots itself very, very nicely indeed into a 7 out of 10. So you would argue that it's considerably cheaper than an average priced pre-workout per serving. It's another good segment to this review. Now we of course move into the big ones, label and then effects.
Okay, let's get into this label. So 2 scoops will achieve that 21.5 gram serving amount. First up, the Stim Matrix Caffeine Anhydrous 300 milligram.
Yeah, you'd call that a daily driver amount, 3 cups worth of coffee, an average dosage of your energy and stimulation ingredient there.
Nice. Siberian Ginseng 4 to 1, 100 milligrams.
Yeah, nice. Don't often see it in the Stim blend as such, but it does help, I guess, with natural energy production, vitality, and you'd argue it's an adaptogen that can help with physical and mental stress.
Lovely. Performance, beta-alanine 2 grams.
A bit lower than we would like to see. Obviously, we normally see 3.2 grams as that clinical. It's going to help with beta tingle, of course, that itchy feeling as the pre-workout kicks in that gives you that psychological edge, and it, of course, can help with endurance as well.
Absolutely. Betaine anhydrous 2 grams again.
Yeah, nice dose. We'll take that on board. It's a jack of all trades one, this one. Athletic performance, hydration, pumps, endurance, and even some mental stimulation.
Lovely. L-tyrosine 2 grams.
Yeah, good dose. Double what we typically see of the amino acid responsible for concentration, coordination, brain function.
Taurine 2 grams.
Natural energy production, hydration benefits, electrolyte balance.
Bacopa moneri 125 milligram.
Interesting. It's just a general athletic performance ingredient that comes with a host of health benefits such as anti-inflammation and anti-anxiety.
Yeah. Then we got Rhodolia rosea 25 milligram.
Which you would argue is very similar to the Bacopa moneri right there. Anti-inflammatory, antioxidant ingredient.
Nice. Absorption bioperine 10 milligram.
Yeah, good to get these ingredients into that 30-minute window within the system. Therefore, it helps you, of course, with the uptake of it.
And then weirdly, we move into the pump blend underneath that, L-citrulline 6 grams.
Yeah, that's a good dose of L-citrulline pure for nitric oxide production, therefore vascularity and vasodilation benefits, and ultimately the pump.
Glycosize 2.1 gram.
Yeah, very random dosage. It's a good dosage. We'll take it, definitely. Don't know why there's the extra 100 milligrams there, but it's going to work like a sponge. It's going to draw in blood, moisture, nutrients, and water into the muscle cell directly, leading to that swollen feeling.
Yeah, then we got pink Himalayan sea salt 101.7 milligram.
Again, that's probably the most random dosage I've ever seen. The 1.7 milligrams is going to be, there's no evidence that I've ever seen to say that that's needed at that amount. It's just wrapped it off at 100. I will say it's a little bit lower than we typically see. We see anywhere between 200 and 500 generally. And of course, salt, as we know it, is going to help, similar to glycosize in terms of pulling moisture and nutrients into the blood, into the muscle. And it helps, of course, with muscular contraction.
Nice. So we are actually getting everything you typically want with your energy, focus and pump, but how will it translate in the gym, eh?
Who knows? It looks very daily driver to me. Let's see how it performs in the real world. We are there. We're into the most important part of any review. Of course, the effects in the real world. Forgetting the hype, forget the label, forget the taste, forget the price. We all summarise it from those 3 components we look for, which to be energy, focus, and pumps. And you do actually have some side notes. You have fat burn, and you have mood elevation, you have endurance, strength output, hydration benefits, and some other, they're side notes of the 3, what we consider to be primary. Now this actually promises us energy support, psychological function, and physical performance. And we're going to get into if we thought they were delivered or not. Now I think we should start at the beginning, as we always do. We often do this, talk about the beta-alanine effect, because if it's in your pre-workout, 99.9% of the time, it's going to be the first thing you feel. And what did you think?
Yeah, it come in surprisingly strong, considering it's in there at 2 grams, not the 3.2, which we would normally like to see, and it is a heavier scoop. Surprisingly, it comes in stronger than we thought. You know, maybe a 6 out of 10 on the tingle scale, enough to know it's in there, get your bum moving. The onset of the energy after that is very smooth, wouldn't you say? It doesn't hit you, does it?
Very smooth. It's a very smooth onset. Like, I wouldn't call it a roller coaster of a ride, this pre-workout. In fact, far from it. I would say it's a nice train ride into town, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's it doesn't necessarily come up, but in that scenario, it doesn't also come down. There's no nasty crash off the back of it. The energy for me, and would you agree?
Yeah.
Probably it was the weakest suit of this pre-workout. We often talk about daily driver pre-workouts you can use on a daily basis without the illicits of the world and excessive stimulants. And we often talk about how daily drivers are dipping their toes into the stim junkie realm. This pre-workout would be on the other end. It would be dipping its toes almost into the non-stim feels. The energy is very low. It does support your energy, but if you're looking for anything that delivers an ample amount of energy to a lot of energy, it's probably not for you.
Yes, it's comparable to like energy drink level feels of energy. Lasts a couple of hours and then it's gone. It doesn't disturb the rest of your day. Now what we've said is the next best element after the energy is probably the focus, which is okay, it's reasonable. You've got a bit in there for the focus. Obviously the lower amount of caffeine helps the focus in the sense of you're not jittering and flapping around, so you're able to stay more on the ball. So yeah, would you agree with that? It's more like a productive focus?
Yeah, I'd consider it enough to get through A to B to C to D. We did train hard on this stuff, there's no doubt about it. And then we're going to talk about the third element we look for, which actually I've got to say strongest, so the pumps.
Yeah, and endurance was just sitting behind the pumps, wasn't it? Sort of playing off each other. It's more of a bodybuilder's orientated pre-workout, you know, someone that wants something healthy, you know, getting your pumps, endurance, strength, output. But yeah, like Aaron said, the pumps are without a doubt the top tier element of this product, which is ironic really, because on the side it's not even promising pumps.
No. Muscular contractions were on point. You did have that mind to muscle connection, but you did feel a sense of power output, as Craig's just said it.
Savage pumps in the gym and the bedroom. Wolf pump.
It's a bodybuilder's pre that's productive. It comes with no negatives. It's mind to muscle. It's pumpy. It's a serious, mature pre-workout.
Yeah, definitely, and I think that's the route they're going down. If they wanted to make it crazy energy, I'm sure they could have done that. They obviously know what they're doing, and they've gone more down that daily driver, healthy pump focus route, which if you're in the market for that, you're definitely getting it here. And what we've also said is it's priced well for what you get. It tastes good. It comes together pretty decent in the gym. It's hard to knock it majorly, isn't it, really?
It's hard to knock it at that price point.
Yeah.
And with that taste element. And I know I mentioned at the start of this effects segment, we don't take that into consideration. Well, towards the end in this final verdict bit,
Round it all up.
It has to play a part. Now, I would say this is a good pre-workout. I wouldn't say it's a bad pre-workout. I'd put it above okay, so I'd put it in that good realm. It's not great, and it's definitely not fantastic. But that price point, that is about right.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a relatively forgettable pre-workout. Like Aaron always makes this analogy. If we was asked about the pre-workout in a year's time, we'd probably struggle to pinpoint any particular memorable elements to it. But at the same time, it was non-offensive. We had good hard sessions on it every time. It was very consistent. And what more do you really want from a daily driver? Yeah,
now, no negatives, no nausea, crash, sickness, digestive problems, cold sweats, jitters, chills. None of that. A very good one from that angle. Now, who's it suitable for? Beginner, 100%. Intermediate, yes. Serious person who doesn't want stimmed off their face and wants to have food after training, no appetite suppression, it's for you. People on a bit of a budget that want something with 30 servings in it, for you. It's not for stim junkies, it's not for people who want strong pre-workouts, it's not for people who want the serious tingles and the wave of energy and the smack you in the face type feels. It's not that. So it does have a place in the market. It's a good pre-workout. What would you say? Buy it, avoid it, shortlist it?
I would say shortlist it if you're in the market for a genuine daily driver. I know we throw this term around a lot about daily driver, and sometimes they're not quite daily, they're more used maybe 4 or 5 times a week. This one I'd happily take every day of the week, and I would not even be concerned about it.
No, not at all. Not with that, just that 300 caffeine, and that is it for stims. I don't know why they put the Siberian ginseng in there. I know it has but it let's be real, it doesn't stimulate you. That's the truth. We've used it more than several times, so, and we know that. So all in all, I think we've summarised it enough.
Yeah.
If that sounds right for you, add it to your shortlist. Appreciate Silverback Nutrition for sending it on down to us, really do. I'd like to see them perhaps do a high stim version in the
that
future.
would be interesting.
Appreciate you all watching at home. And of course, as always,
Stay
stimmed Silverback.